Welcome to this micrometer use tutorial. This tutorial is to help you understand a little bit about the micrometer and how to hold it, how to read it. They come in different sizes, but typically they measure around an inch maximum. They can also be in metric. Micrometers are a very useful tool for machinists. This picture shows the names of the parts on a micrometer. So anvil and spindle are where you're going to place your part. The thimble is where you're going to turn to close the spindle, and the ratchet stop is used to apply a fine pressure to the part under test, a consistent pressure. This cartoon shows how to hold the micrometer properly. Typically, your ring finger or your pinky finger hold the frame, your thumb and forefinger are free to turn the thimble, and your other hand is free to hold the part under test. The ratchet stop here allows you to deliver a consistent amount of pressure to your part under test. Not all micrometers are created equally, and you have to be careful about what you purchase. In some cases, the ratchet is a fake ratchet. It may just act as a clutch to the thimble. Taylor here is showing a couple of kits with micrometers. This blue kit that she's holding up is actually a combination caliper and micrometer kit. It's a, let's say, lesser brand. Not super high quality. She's going to show how to hold it properly here, and leaving her thumb and forefinger to turn the gripped part of the thimble here. And then she can also reach out to what would appear to be a ratchet stop, but in this case this ratchet, as you see, doesn't really do anything. There's a screw at the end which will allow it to sort of apply clutch pressure to the thimble. There is a lock lever on this particular micrometer. And now we're going to show a better brand. This is a Starrett micrometer. This is about a $130 to $150 device, so you get what you pay for. This is a nice quality device. She's showing proper holding, proper turning here. And then we also have this ratchet. This actually makes a clicking sound. 2 to 3 clicks allows you to really put consistent pressure. And then there is a lock ring on this particular device. Okay, so we're going to measure a gauge block here. She's going to close it in very carefully on this so as to not dent the part under test. And then about 2 to 3 clicks of the ratchet, and then we can lock it into position. We're reading here tenths of an inch, and then those little lines will give you quarter thousandths of an inch, and then you add that to what you see over on the thimble scale here, and then wherever the lines line up the best in the vernier scale, when you flip this over, you're going to use that line and the number to the left. In this case, it is 0. So if we put these all together in a little spreadsheet here, we see that our tenths of an inch, we're showing 0.1. We have a fraction, so 0.025. The thimble is reading 21, so 0.021. And we have 0 on the vernier scale for the 10,000ths position, for a total reading of 0.146 inches. That's the correct way to put those together. It takes a little practice to get used to this. Now we're going to measure another thing here. We're going to use something, it's a little larger, so she's using 2 hands to do this. And she's going to click it a few times with the ratchet and then lock it into position so that you can remove it from the article under test. We're showing here 4/10ths of an inch. Those are our large scale. And there are no little graduations after that. So we're going to punt over to what we read on the thimble scale now. And you see it reads 14 but not 15. Don't interpolate and go to 15. Now on the vernier scale, the line that lines up the best is between that 22 and the 5. So we're going to take the 5 that's over on the left side for our 10,000ths scale. Again, we put these in a little spreadsheet here. We showed 4/10ths of an inch. There were no fractional portions. The thimble scale read 14,000ths of an inch, and the vernier showed 5/10,000ths of an inch. If you add all those together, we get 0.4145 inches. That's the proper way to read a micrometer. It takes some practice, so you may have to try a little bit. So lastly here, we're just showing you some things that you want to do and don't. Don't use this thing like a party favor and whip it around. You can wear out the screw. Instead, use your arm or your hand if you need to really move the spindle in a rapid motion in one direction or another. Thanks for watching our micrometer tutorial. I hope this was helpful for you. Have a nice day.